So then where is this coming from? And are you going to tell me that the tribe of light, the children of light, just happen to have the number of people in it that agrees with the constant speed of light, 186,400? Of course not. There's a reality in here. This isn't a book to scare people with, is the way religion has used it. It's not a book to scare little children with about devils and demons that don't exist and about a hell that doesn't exist. It's trying to tell us about the nature of the universe, the nature of the earth, and the nature of ourselves. That's why Jesus Christ, he didn't say the kingdom of God is in church or religion. He said the kingdom of God's in you. Say. But that's difficult for religion to take, because once you determine the kingdom of God is in you, then you don't need them. And the power structure falls. The corporation collapses. The controlling entity on so many people falls apart. So all of this stuff, then, what we call religion, starts out of symbols, cults, scriptures, altars, shrines, vestments, temples, holy water, relics, bells, drums, priests. It's all part of the emotion of gaining some way to explain mysterious happenings. It wasn't that long ago, too. I remember as a kid, when I used to live in Newark, my mother we'd walk up South Orange Avenue, and you'd see somebody coming down the street that had cerebral palsy or muscular dystrophy or whatever. We'd walk to the other side of the street. It was the Dark Ages, and it wasn't that long ago. We didn't know. We actually believed there was something wrong with these people. It took us up until 19 whatever to be mature enough to realize that there's nothing wrong with these people. They have a physical affliction, but nothing. But at that point, we were even in the. And so, what kind of ignorance were they in back in the period of the Dark Ages when religion started? And that's what history calls the time when religion started in Europe, because of the Dark Ages. Because why? People were not allowed to think. You know about Galileo. Galileo said to the church, "Excuse me, church, you got this screwed up. I don't want to interfere. But listen, it's not the sun that goes around the earth; it's the earth that goes around the sun." And they took him by the back of the neck and they threw him in jail. And then they went with the Bible and they said, "Mr. Galileo, you know, we'll give you the old slits of the throat here unless you..." And so Galileo signed a confession. Oh, I was wrong. That's what happens when religion gets into politics. And that's why they called that period of time when Christianity developed in Europe the Dark Ages, because people weren't allowed to think. Religion clings to mores, and they say that which is ancient must be sacred. And so what do? You go into church, and what do they sing? They sing these songs from the 1700s. I walk in the valley alone. We'll walk in the valley alone. Oh, amazing grace that saved a wretch like me. Hey, fakakta with wretch. You're a wretch. He's the wretch that sang this song, wrote the song. I'm not a wretch. You're not a wretch. So what do we sing here? John Lennon. John Lennon wrote the most magnificent hymn that's ever been written. Imagine. That song should be required in every church. And after they all collapse, when they will soon, then maybe it will be sung as a national anthem.